Aloha. Ha! What do you think of that? Whoa, we're out of control. Anyway, welcome back to Misanthropekraft, episode 14. Look here, new pet rock. Even got a name for him. It's a Roderick right there. He's akin to old Chadwick. Hopefully he's a little more chill. They're brothers from another amorphous stone, I guess. I don't know. What are we doing this week? So we are still going to be over here a little bit. Like, I'm going to extend this boardwalk out, like, first of all, but not so much to work here. I want to set up a rail that goes over to the river, which is where we will actually be working. So let's start there. Okay, here we are. We made a brief pit stop to pick up some oak. Like, clearing down all 3 rows of oak, man, like, boom. That's so much oak. But there's a few things going on here. This won't be long. This should be quick. See a little island down there? We're gonna make like a rope bridge across here, right? We're gonna have to like level this out. And I'd like to extend the boardwalk probably out here, and I'm definitely gonna add on to it right here. So with that, let's get to it. Okay, we got this all set up. We extended the boardwalk a little bit right here, right there. But this isn't like the boardwalk episode. I was setting this up. Like, remember we were gonna flatten this out. No, it's down there. Shoot. Yeah, we're gonna run like a rope bridge down to that island and then across to the river. Also, the minecart right there. I'm gonna build that train station. Well, it's not really a train station. It's like some wool. But I'm gonna build this up a little bit. It's gonna run like parallel along this like rope bridge over here. It should be really cool if we do it right. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself. But this is gonna be really neat. This is gonna be like where the Ferris wheel goes. It's gonna look awesome from over there, especially at night, like all lit up. But anyway, I'm gonna get working on this. All right, this is, I think, the 4th time I've tried to record this. Like, I'm getting plagued with technical issues. Like, my record button is on my number pad, so it's, you know, sometimes I'll have numlock on or off and it messes it up. And I like installed some drivers and like, I don't know, it did something weird with my microphone and I had to go into OBS to fiddle with it. It's just, I finally got it working though. Been kind of frustrating. Been a frustrating day. Let's try and keep it positive though. Jeez. But we did build this bridge, little hanging bridge. It's cool. I came up here to get a good view of it, right? And like, look at the boardwalk, man. Like, there's not even anything out here, and from back here it looks pretty neat. I might even expand it over here because you can't even see it from like the observation floor there. But this isn't the boardwalk episode. I keep saying it appears like it, but I promise it's not. We're gonna build something over here. But let's go check out that hanging bridge. Let's get a closer look. All right, here we are. Like, it's not a solid bridge. It's straight up, like I said. Man, when I built this, I was like, only a fool could not like parkour across this. And like my first jump, I've missed it. It's actually not that hard to move across. I just totally goofed right there. Jumped like right between the logs. Yeah, it's I kind of wish I had some darker wood to work in here. Maybe even deep slate would have been better. But it works, man. Like, I was just experimenting around. Like, I briefly looked at some inspiration for, like, hanging bridges. I've built these before. But, no, this is just, I've done it again. This is just my own take on a hanging bridge. Like, I added that tree there as, like, a halfway point. I might even build, like, another platform on top. And, like, maybe a structure on top of there. I think that's neat. I like that touch. But over here, this is where like the meat of what I'm going to be doing. I want to finally build that candle shop and work with the bees, because I actually do want to start using candles and stuff. It'll look so much better on the interiors than just like torches everywhere. Like on the Wardens episode, like I was working on like kind of a path from the bees around up to the Warden's tower, and I laid all this red out. Like, I vaguely remember I wanted to develop up like a riverfront here, but that's probably been over a month ago. I don't even remember what half of this stuff is. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Like, we might work a little on this, but I want to get started on this candle shop. I'm gonna have some dyes in there too. Here's like this is gonna be the actual like rail from the zombies over to here. So I thought about running a separate one up to the Warden's Tower, but I just extended it out. This is like a midway point between the Warden's Tower and like the bees. So we'll build that here. We'll build that first, connect this up so I can travel easier between the main base. Because I'm going to need, I think, a lot of materials. This is going to be a fairly big build on the candle shop, I think. But yeah, enough jabbing, let's get to it. I've been setting up like the redstone for the rails back there, and like every time I build something on the river, I always am like, how is this going to affect that boat race? Like, I've actually the whole time I've been working on the river, not taking a boat through here, but I think this will be cool because it's really low in the middle. You can actually clear that. I might actually make like some obstacles in the middle so it forces you left or right, but that's not even what I was going to say. Like, I'm setting this up right here. It's right on the edge of the water, right? Where you go down in here. Like some, I don't know how many of you know what cypress trees are, but they really like water. It would be really neat to build in like some custom cypress trees, because when they're near water, they send up, they're called like knots, I think. Let me look, hold on. They're called knees. I had to stop and look that up. I don't want to misinform anybody. But yeah, they grow up air roots, to help anchor the tree more and to get more oxygen down into like inundated roots. But that would be really neat to build here. Not this episode though. Sorry. Jeez. Okay, we got this down. I didn't do much with it. Like, I just mainly wanted a fast way to get over here to work. Like, especially compared to that side, this is really, you know, pretty basic. Even this right here, like, I think we're gonna do in the near future just like a, you know, like a train episode and really zuzz all these up. The only train that I'm really happy with is that platform over there and like those arches. The rest of these train stops are just pretty, like I said, basic. But what we're gonna do now, we're actually gonna work on that candle store shop. So we'll get like the foundation of that going and see how that goes. But I'm gonna tear this bee down too. Like, if the bees didn't like disappear, that's like I don't know, irony. You know, I actually had read the bee population in the U.S. specifically was like on the rise, so that's cool. But like we're gonna rebuild this, and we'll have to do something. We're just gonna like automate some bee farms, because this was just novelty. There's like a building errands too, but yeah, we're gonna tear this down, rebuild it, build some bee farms and like a candle structure. All right, let's do it. So we're working on it. Like, I'm not, you know, the best builder. Like, I'm trying to get better. You know, just like I've said before, it takes practice. You know, just start laying some block downs and mess with it. One thing I have noticed, like I stuff like this, like that's not stuff I usually do on Minecraft. You know, I've noticed, like, when you see this is like a 1 by whatever wall, but on these buildings, it's not really like, don't think of it as one wall. You need like stuff on front. It's usually like, doesn't appear to be one-dimensional, but like you need that extra dimension to add like depth to it, contrast, stuff like that. I'm just gonna keep trucking on this. I've got kind of an idea what I'm doing. You know, just throw some blocks down, mess with it, see what happens. Okay, so I'm about to start messing around with some, like some roofs. I'm gonna have like different directions of roof, which will be cool. Like the one thing I wanted to mention too is, since it's like the candle shop, I want something to, you know, you look at it and I'm like, hey, that's the candle shop. So I was trying to work like a platform in here where I could build like a faux candle with, you know, I don't know, like some burning netherrack or something on top. So I'm gonna put the roofs on and see how it's looking, because I want like some special weird windows too. I'll show you what those look like. Like I saw some somewhere, and you know, it's a good idea. It seemed cool. I'm gonna try and work it into my build. Yeah, check it out. So I went back to get some copper, smelted in a lot, but like I was fishing while I was smelting, I got a pretty nice, I think that's the first infinity I've gotten, so we're going to combine that. But dude, like, I came down here to just get some levels. Like, look at this. I take back what I said about that kelp farm. It's just been like down here the whole time, just like gathering up kelp. Dude, like, that's awesome. Okay, we got that bow set up. That didn't take any time at all. Not bad, not bad. Power 5 flame, infinity. So these cut copper pieces, that's way more economical to work with. Like, those are just like almost solid like copper over there. I guess that's why I ran out of copper so fast. But dude, I really enjoy working with like copper and bricks are probably my two favorite to work with. But yeah, just a little update here. Gonna keep going. Okay, we got that roof on there. These are those windows I was talking about. See, they're poking up. Like, I kind of miniaturized what I had in mind. I keep making the mistake. Like, the bigger the better. Like, this would have turned out a lot better if I had just exploded it a little bit. I didn't really want, you know, to have like a second floor all that much. I don't know. Let's put some doohickeys on the inside, and we still need to set up like the actual bee farm out there. I've been growing like trees over here trying to get another bee to spawn. Like, they've all just disappeared. Alright, we got our bees going again. Yeah, not bad. So I was starting to tear down the bee, and dude, I don't know what's going on with them. Even over there, they were acting kind of weird. But like, I hit a beehive, and like they all just piled out and like attacked me. So they were in here the whole time. Like, I don't know why they weren't coming out. Weird. Like, I worked on the exterior a little bit more too. But I'm gonna like feed those bees some flowers because we still don't have too many of them. But yeah, we're gonna get these going a little more, and we'll fill out in here and make some actual candles. Okie doke. So we've done some more stuff to this. Like, I messed around with the structure of it a bit more. You probably can't tell too much, but I don't know. I'm just not too happy with how this turned out. It's not at all how I like had envisioned it. And if you looked at that, like, other than like a few candles out here, I don't think you would know that's a candle shop. I'm gonna build like a candlestick or something right there. That'll really, you know, that's, you know, like, yo, that's a candle shop. Let's check this out. I've actually never, this is the one and only time I've ever used candles. They're pretty neat. I like them. It's gonna really help decorating interiors. Like, we're so spoiled now. Like, back in the day, I remember the redstone update, dude. You didn't have stuff like deep slate and candles and like mud bricks, tough. Like, we have so many blocks to work with now. But yeah, we've got a little like loft up here. Yeah, there's the string there. Honeycomb. I don't have butts for dye. Like, I saw a bone meal farm, pretty simple bone meal farm. It'd be really handy to set up. Yeah, still got these guys. Should probably build like an airlock or something right there, because I'm gonna have to go in there and feed them flowers. And yeah, I still haven't brought myself to tear this down, but we're gonna need to. I do want to rebuild that like better. No, I mean, it's straight out of a book, but like I've said, there's an error right there, and it serves like no purpose. It's just taking up space, and I want to build up more structures like this along this riverfront. But yeah, let's build this candlestick and then move on from there. All right, boom, there you go, little candle. Kind of wanted to make like a like an old-timey candle holder with like a ring on it where you hold it with your finger. I don't know, we might work that in. I'm not sure. Like, I have this Nather quartz like on hand, but when I actually needed Nather quartz, like, see, you can't. Can you revert it back to? Surely you can. See, like, this is the problem I had last time. That's why I didn't want to turn a bunch of my quartz into these blocks. I actually do need quartz, but I'd made these thinking it'd be easier to carry them, and I don't think you can. I'll have to look it up. Anyway, I need to edit these together. I'm not sure how we're looking on time. On my end, though, I need to get this edited. So with that, I'm not sure how long this one turned out, because I did ramble a whole bunch when I was building stuff. But yeah, that's just how she goes. Real quick, like I'm about to finish Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. Like I've been playing it the past week. I was so pumped for that game, and like towards the end, they just lost me, man. Because like there's so much dialogue you've got to get through. It's literally I just can't stand that stuff where you can't like just skip it or whatever. It's a fun game. I wouldn't, man. Like $60 was a little steep for that, but they really Nintendo's they play it cool, man. They got me by that nostalgia. I really wanted to play that game. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. I'll come back at you with something else.